Today we speak with Goliad Brewing's master brewer about some of their beer's origins.
How were the beers that you all produced selected? How did you decide upon the Black Hefe, the Golden Ale, and the IPA?
The IPA was an obvious one because you kind of have to. Everyone's doing an IPA, so when we made ours, we tried to make it not necessarily break the mold, if you will, but to kind of take IPAs back to where maybe they used to be, where they were a little bit more drinkable. So we added a little bit more body to ours, and we decided that that would help balance out the assertive hop profile. In the end, that's what we came up with, so a lot of good Northwest Pacific hops. But good caramel flavors on the body to help kind of back it up, and it really does work well. It should be a six-pack worthy IPA, not knock you over the head with alcohol or bitterness.
Okay.
And then the Golden Ale, that one was really all about where we're at, South Texas. We wanted to make something that was approachable and accessible for people that are maybe domestic drinkers anyways, but it also has a little bit more flavor to kind of reward their adventurism on this side. So it's got a little bit more body than a light beer. It's got a little more flavor, a little bread notes on the body, but the hops on it are a little more, I guess a little more served than any domestic beer for sure. It's closer to maybe a German Pils, if anything.
Okay.
So you get a little bit of that bitterness, and you also get a little bit of citrus on the finish. It's great on a hot day, which is most days here. And then it's really good with spicy food too. We like it with crawfish, and Tex-Mex is really good as well. The Black Hefeweizen is, that was kind of, it just happened. We were talking about making a Hefeweizen, but we had to obviously try to separate ourselves from the pack a little bit on that one, because there's already a brewery in Austin making like what's considered the #2 Hefe in the world. So we said, well, we can't make a standard Hefe, and then there was a homebrew recipe from one of the owners that we were toying with for a while, and in the end we said, well, that's not the way we want to go. And then Mark and I, he's our sales director, Mark Nichols, he was telling me, oh man, I saw some stuff at the homebrew shop the other day, and I don't know, what do you think? He was telling me he said it was chocolate wheat. I said, well, okay, I don't know, man, what is it? And he said, I don't know, I'm gonna get some though. I said, okay, we'll try it out. So he brought me some, and I was looking up the information on it and stuff, and I said, man, this beer is gonna be dark. This is like 400 Levabons. There's no way it's not gonna be so. I don't know, man, just figure it out. So that's what I did. I kind of was trying my best not to keep it too dark or get it too dark, so I was real light on that at first, but it kind of made like a brown ale colored Hefe, and then we drank it and we liked it, and we liked the color, but we a little bit. We said, well, you know, a little darker. Who cares at this point? Because we both really liked the chocolate flavor that was coming off that malt. So that's where we got there. We said, all right, well, let's just do it again, and color be damned on that one. So now we have a Black Hefeweizen, and at first we didn't have a name for it. So we could call it Chocolate Hefeweizen. We could call it this and that. And he said, well, Mark was saying there's already black IPAs. We should just make a Black Hefeweizen. Okay. And in the end, it was a pretty happy, you know, accident for us. So, and we're happy to sell it. You still get all those Hefe notes, but with that uniqueness.
How about the seasonal ales? You have a number of seasonal ales.
Well, we've got the first one we did that was. Well, the fully intentional seasonal was our seasonal stout, and the stout is in the winter, and we've done it, the first year is keg only, and this last year is a 4-pack in keg. Okay. It's very rich, full-bodied, sweet stout, without lactose though, but there's a special ingredient that gives it a sweetness, and you don't get the bitterness of the highly roasted malts. And we have our Oktoberfest, which is good caramel body, good sweet toasted bread notes on it as well.
And that's what you're brewing right
That's
now.
what I'm brewing right now, and that one obviously is in, you know, the beginning of fall time frame when that one will be out. Then we have our Doppelbock, and the Doppelbock is you know, a very full-bodied or medium to full-bodied high-gravity German lager. Is originally made by the Paulaner monks of Munich, Germany, and it was like an indulgence for them during the seasonal Lent. So it's a little bit higher gravity too. It's actually currently our highest gravity beer, and it's going to have very strong caramel sweetness to it, and it's just a very easy drinking beer. It can get you in trouble, I guess.
Sounds delicious.
It is. And then the last beer that just came out, our summer seasonal beer for this year, is our Watermelon Goza. Goza is really kind of nearly 1,000-year-old beer style from parts of Germany.
Which has made recently a comeback.
Yes, it's a style that almost died somewhere between World War I and more modern brewing. But a few breweries in Germany, I think only one or two at one point after World War I was actually still producing it. But yes, it's hit a resurgence. It's slightly salty beer from the sea salt that's in it. It's got a tartness to it from the lactic acid that would be in the beer as well. It's 50% wheat too, so it's got a lot of those qualities of a wheat beer that makes it very light and easy drinking. But with ours, we've added a watermelon extract. It gives you full aromatic and flavor, and it really does. It tastes the way all those flavors go together. It really does taste like you're almost right where the meat and the rind come together. That right where it starts to turn a little white. That's what it kind of tastes like, and in the end, it's an awesome beer on a hot day, and it's got the electrolytes you need. So.
Replacement for Gatorade.
Yes.